Hello everybody, Mantar here. This is my first vlog, I guess it'd be called. Just want to talk a little bit about the PlayStation Move versus the Microsoft Kinect. Okay, I'm going to let it just out of the gate. I love PlayStation. I've always loved PlayStation. I've always been a Sony fan. I started off with Nintendo, moved on to Sega, and then from then moved on to Sony. Never liked Microsoft systems. Never liked the first Xbox. Don't really give a shit about the 360. It's got a few games that are good, but it's nothing that knocks my socks off. It's a frat boy system. It's a system for frat boys and dads who still want to live in their 20s. Anyways, I'm getting off subject. People are comparing the PlayStation Move. Sorry about that. PlayStation Move to the Kinect, previously known as the Natal. Everything I've seen, the Natal is just, it's gonna fall flat on its ass. They're acting like this is like super new technology. And if the technology existed to mocap people without sensors, and perfectly mocap them, then this camera would be in Hollywood right now. They'd be using it on movie sets to make it easier to motion capture people. But they're not. They're still using traditional motion capturing technology, like just using the little ping pong balls and whatnot, which Sony uses in the Move. It makes sense. They're not trying to jump the shark. They're not trying to jump the shark, so to speak. And everyone's comparing, oh my god, it's nothing compared, it's no big whoop, Nintendo does this. Nintendo's relying on old technology, and it was great when it first came out. It's like, oh my god, motion technology. But then everyone realized it wasn't really motion technology. It was, it was button pressing with a movement. And everyone's like, hey, give us fucking real motion technology. So, how many ever years later, they give us the Motion Plus, and that's supposed to make everything better. And then, I work in retail. People get pissed when I'm like, and you have to have this to play these games. We got to buy a whole other thing and blah 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 blah. Consumers don't want that. They want, give me the controller, off I go. I don't want to have to buy any more extras. Which in gaming, that's just how it happens. But once again, I'm getting off course here. Basically, in my opinion, when you break it down, the Move is superior to the Kinect, just for the simple fact that, it does its job, and you don't have to be right. Yeah, the Kinect, the Kinect, and it's in a video. I've seen it. Go to, thatguywiththeglasses.com, and Spoonie and Angry Joe. It's on one of their two links. They test the Kinect, and Angry Joe is wearing all black, and the guy even tells him the sensor has a hard time picking up blacks. I'm not saying they intentionally made it like that, but it's just like, if it doesn't work with dark colors, why are you even releasing this thing yet? Shouldn't you have ironed that out by now? Obviously they haven't. It's just, I thought I would look goofy with a Wiimote in my hand, waving stuff around, but just doing, that looks goofier than anything, and I think it's make or break for Microsoft with this, because they're really relying on this technology to replace the controller, and I really don't think it's going to do that. I'm not saying the PlayStation Move is going to take off, rocket through the air, and be this like superior new thing, because it's really not that new. It's just it's improving on what Nintendo did, and Nintendo improved on what everyone else did. Everyone had controllers, they had controllers. They improved on that with motion control, and I think they kind of tapped into that part of our brain when virtual reality first came out. We were like, ooh, but it fell flat on its face. Eventually, motion controls, if not done right or kept up with times, it's going to fall completely flat on its face. Be it Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, you know, eventually it's going to run its course. So, or it's going to be evolved on, which I hope it just keeps evolving. I'm excited for the Move. I'm a current Wii owner. I'm going to probably sell my Wii just because, I'll have everything in one package. I've got my high-def Blu-ray player. I've got my internet browser. I've got my next-gen high-def gaming system with motion control all in one package. People complain, oh, if I want to buy it from the get-go. By this time, you should have chosen which system you're going to be playing. So I don't want to hear any belly aching about that. I mean, really. If you've got a PlayStation, this is actually a cheaper alternative than buying a Wii. So, anyways, that's my thoughts. I've rambled on long enough. Feel free to leave comments if anyone even looks up this vlog. But, anyways, peace out.